felt burning pain and blacked out. Falling, I caught him say as if he was speaking through cotton. Damn, where's that crystal? I can't start the ritual without it.
Game over. Mia died. So yeah, that's the bad ending. And I have a feeling I know where one other bad ending is. Now, let's refuse the security. I'm curious as to what this happens.
Thank you for your work, but I think there's no need for security.
Miss Silverlight, I think you're underestimating the degree of threat. You shouldn't refuse security service. Who knows what the murderer's next step will be?
I truly don't need bodyguards. I simply don't understand the need to make such a fuss over me.
Don't be foolish, Mia. This is for your safety.
I'm sorry, but I'm saying no to the security service. I don't need it.
So you insist on that?
Yes.
I hope this won't turn out to be a fatal mistake. Now get out of here. I have work to do.
Detective Blackwood and I left Uncle Askell's study and ended up one-on-one in the hallway. The detective looked slightly anxious.
Miss Silverlight, of course I understand that people your age have a tendency to underrate danger. But I would like to say it would be a shame if something happened to you.
I'll be fine, I promise you.
The detective stared into my eyes,
as if he were trying to evaluate my trustworthiness in such matters. Apparently, he realized that everything is in fate's hands, and let out a heavy sigh. He probably thinks I'm a foolish, self-assured pipsqueak. That thought upset me for some reason. I really wouldn't want an elf like him to think I'm foolish. I screwed my face into a smile, trying my best to seem carefree and cheerful.
Oh well, this is your right. All I can do is deal with it. So, should I pick you up tomorrow on my way to take testimony at the hospital?
Yes, of course. I'll be very glad to see Lauren.
Will you be glad to see me as well?
I don't see why not.
Excellent. Expect to see me tomorrow morning. But now I must be off. Unfortunately, work, you know. There's no escaping it.
Yes, okay, go away, you 30-year-old who's flirting with a 17-year-old. Yeah, I understand. See you tomorrow, Mr. Detective.
Except you won't.
Uncle was so insistent on me taking guards. It really does worry about me. Perhaps refusing the detective's offer wasn't such a good idea. But now, in the comfort of my bedroom, I didn't want to think about any dangers. Since I had nothing else to do, I decided to read some romantic novel. I was lying on the bed, trying to keep track of the events of another novel about some young daughter of a governor who was kidnapped by a daring yet noble pirate captain who rescued her from the hands of a villain and fell in love with her at first sight. But it wasn't that interesting for me. My mind kept wandering back to what was going on in my own life. It seems like it has become quite worthy of the books I used to read. My life has become so complicated that I don't even know what will happen tomorrow. Now I'm like a damsel in distress as well, though I'm not sure that there will be a pirate captain for me as well. Before I could get a laugh at my foolish romanticism, there came a knock on the door. Come in.
Good day, milady.
Hello, Bernard. Did something happen?
Nothing special, milady. A messenger boy brought you a letter a few minutes ago.
A letter?
Bernard handed me an envelope out of a pretty brocaded paper. I noticed familiar writing on the front of it. Yeah, it's a letter from, Alistair, saying that he's worried about us. Doesn't matter because we are going to be murdered in the night.
I picked up the paper knife and carefully opened the letter. I lied down on the bed again and opened the book to the page where I was blah blah blah. It was the exact chapter where the heroine couldn't decide whether she's scared of the captain or already in love with him. Silly girl. If I were her, I'd see right away that it's love. Time flies unbelievably fast when you're reading. I fell asleep before I could notice it. I don't know how much time I've slept, but when I woke, it was completely dark out. Despite no one else being in the room, I had a strange feeling that something woke me. Something or someone. There was a weird, stuffy sweet smell in the room. I've never sensed anything like it. It seemed like the smell of some herb. I felt uneasy. I tried to get up, but my body felt as heavy as if it were filled with lead. A fever came over me. I can't move. It was like sleep paralysis. With only one but I wasn't asleep. Suddenly, from somewhere in the darkness, absolutely soundlessly, like a ghost, he appeared. This creepy stranger looked at me and saw that I opened my eyes. I tried to scream, but didn't even have the strength to open my mouth.
Stop the grimacing and lay still.
From somewhere under his robe, the stranger took out a small crystal, amazingly similar to the one I found in the garden recently.
Another worthless soul that will help me get what I deserve.
I started panicking. My heartbeat became so loud that I couldn't even hear my thoughts. I gathered all my strength and tried to say, "Please, I want to live."
What do you need life for, you meaningless creature? All those your kind do is complain about how unfair their life is, how bad and wrong everything is. They don't even try to lift a finger to make their life at least a tiny bit better. You half-bloods always think that fate has wronged you. You should be grateful that I'm taking your boring and unfair life.
I don't want to die.
I don't care about what you want.
The necromancer forcefully unclenched my jaws and stuck the crystal in my mouth. I tried to push the stone out with my tongue, but I had absolutely no strength left. Then, the mage turned his back to me, pulled out a bag with powder, and started scattering it around the room. I felt the same sweetish scent, only now it was so strong it made me nauseous. Oh God, if only I hadn't refused the guards. I'm so stupid. When that was done, the mage started drawingly chanting some spell while drawing unknown symbols in the air. Soon, a blood-red pentagram appeared over the bed. The sight was scary and appealing at the same time. Despite my heart being ready to burst with fear, I still couldn't look away. Could this be the horrible symbol? Could this horrible symbol be the last thing I ever see? I wanted to scream. I wanted to pull myself free from this thick, nauseating fog, but my body refused to listen. Then, I saw what happened to the necromancer while he was chanting his demonic spell. He didn't look alive anymore. Could this be the effect of the silent sorrow? After all, it is the thing shining his hand like a jewel. The mage appears to be hanging on by the skin of his teeth, trying to resist his own weapon. But what's making him do this? Risk his life in order to take mine? What for is he doing this? What is it he wants from the silent sorrow in return? I felt a tear roll down my cheek, and the only thing going through my head was the desire to live.
This was so easy. I was sure I'd have to get past security to get to you. Apparently, it turns out that no one cares about you. Trust me, your death will serve an important cause. Your life would have been useless anyway, while your death will help me.
The necromancer came close to me. I started chanting a spell again. I saw his face go pale, and his breathing become faster and heavier. This spell, it was the one giving silent sorrow power over the wizard. He bent over me and slid his finger across my cheek. I don't know what he was thinking, but to me, it seemed like a farewell. His hand paused on my face for a second, and he whispered it with a strange intonation.
I want to live too.
Finally, the warlock quickly raised the dagger and plunged it straight into my heart. A horrible pain passed through me like a lightning bolt. When I was losing consciousness, as if through fog, I noticed the necromancer bend down to my ear and whispered,
I'm sorry, Mia, but this had to be done.
Game over, Mia died. So that was the last bad ending I was expecting. Let's reload that last save. Skip on through. This time we'll accept the security. Skip on through. Big ol' fight. Talking to Lauren at the hospital. She dodged. Then we pick Maximilian as our choice. Then we go to the demolished prison, as we know that is the actual location. And we confess to having feelings.
Ah, but we got the good ending. Okay, my mistake. So it turns out we have to pick all the options whenever we're given the chance to ask questions. So let's do that quickly again. I thought that was just I thought it was written weirdly, this part of the guide. So we're supposed to pick this. What happened if I ran off, be honest? Maybe some other time. Supposed to hide? Tell about today's incident? I wouldn't say so. Follow the stranger. So I guess that we have to be more of a detective this time around is how we're going to get the perfect ending. That's why we have to ask all the questions. Better leave him alone. Don't say anything, because Robin means nothing to us. I better not make the professor angry and go see him. Now we walk past, which gives us a chance to meet Detective Blackwood earlier. Now we wonder what he wants to talk about. So I can understand why we do this, because it's about curiosity, and following that curiosity makes us a good detective. Okay. Ask about his lack of magic. Skip on ahead. About his relations with our uncle. And now... yeah, ask all questions and end with don't ask anything. And now we tell the detective the truth. And we accept security. It's so weird to watch their faces twitch. Then we pick the detective as who should give us security. And we go to the demolished prison. Now, we've killed the guy, right? He didn't escape. And then we confess to having feelings for the detective.
Yes, I must pluck up my courage and tell him, or else I'll just die of suspense. If he doesn't love me, then, oh well, I'll just have to deal with it. But what if he feels the same way? Suddenly, I heard hooves clattering in the yard. I walked up to the window and saw a familiar coach. It's Maximilian!
Here I am at the Silverlight Mansion once again, on some contrived pretext. A few days ago, Victor Goldstone disappeared, but I don't need to talk about that because it's just a boring subplot about our professor being a pirate. Let's wait. Let's keep going until Mia actually enters the scene. Yep, Asgold's going to wander off, and then Mia will actually arrive. Oh wow, I've just remembered I have some important business to attend to at the laboratory. What? Asgold, what are you... Alright kids, have fun. I'll be very busy for another half an hour at the least. With those words, Asgold quickly marched out of the sitting room without giving me the chance to say anything. Damn, old man.
Good day, detective.
How many endings do we have left for this game? This is it. This will be the final ending.
I thought I heard Uncle's voice.
This will be the perfect ending for Maximilian. And Maximilian was the one we got both the bad and good endings for right at the very first one. That was our blind playthrough that we got Maximilian's good ending. But now, we're going to end this by getting the perfect ending for Maximilian.
I thought I heard Uncle's voice.
Hello, Mia. He had some urgent matters come up, and he just left. Mia just stared at me for a few seconds, looking like she was collecting her thoughts. Finally, she spoke.
So, Uncle's not here?
He said that he was going to his study, though I don't know if he made it there. To be honest, I was almost sure that old fox was somewhere around here. Surely he left us alone for a reason. I wouldn't be a tiny bit surprised if I found out he was listening in on us just this instant. But I'm clearly not telling Mia that.
I want to tell you something important, Detective.
Those words made a strange feeling of anxiety wash over me. Is something wrong? Are you in trouble? I was almost sure that wasn't what she wanted to say, but I had to ask.
Let's talk about this in the garden.
Great idea, Mia. Let's go. We went out into the garden. The weather was warm and sunny as usual. It's strange, but sometimes it seems to me like there's never bad weather in this city. What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to thank you once more for saving my life.
I felt disappointment rush over me. I don't even know what I was hoping for, but clearly it wasn't this. No need to thank me. It is, after all, my job. Plus, your uncle wouldn't have let me go alive if anything were to happen to you. I was trying to look cheerful as usual, but I wasn't doing a good job at it for some reason. Suddenly, without further notice, Mia blurted it out.
Mr. Blackwood, I think I'm in love with you.
For a second, I thought I'd forgotten how to breathe. All I could do was just stare at her. Damn, I must breathe or else I'll suffocate. Dying from running out of air would be stupid in a situation like this.
If you don't, then I...
What is I don't supposed to mean? I'm afraid I do. Mia.
Yes, Mr. Blackwood?
Oh damn. I love you too. Before I could finish, Mia pushed her lips to mine. All I managed to think of was how brave she was for such a young girl. Plus, I noticed old man Askold's silhouette in a second-floor window. But I didn't care. I was happy.
Perfect ending, our first love. So we didn't even wait. That's the perfect ending, is that the 30-year-old man, the 30-year-old police detective, didn't even wait until she turned 18 before he started making out with the child. What an ending. Because that was the good ending, was they agreed to at least put it off 2 weeks until she turned 18 before they went on a date. But not the perfect ending. Perfect ending is he just shoves his tongue right in that teenager. What a game. What an ending. Oh my god. So yes, that was Never Give Up. And we didn't give up. We got all the endings now. Let's have a look-see through the diary. We've got hiding. We've got dying. We've got open mouth kisses for friends. Dying again. We've got becoming a hostage to in the abandoned prison. Hugging Maximilian after being rescued by the abandoned prison. Uncle Askold looking very prim and proper back there. Floating around. Floating around but glowing. Hugging on the rooftops, that very noisy rooftops. Oh, and this wonderful ending where Wilhelm just dies of his illness. Yep, we did it. We did it. Oh, we missed something. Well, I have no idea what that could be, or how we missed it. But we did. Making out with the bad boy. Making out with a 30-year-old man. Breaking up with the bad boy. Getting kissed on the cheek. By a disgusting, filthy human. Embracing the bad boy. Meeting the detective in our home.
smiling at the detective in our home. Talking to the detective outside, smiling at the detective outside. Giving up on our love. And yeah, I don't know what this CG is that we missed, but we missed it. Let's have a look, see at how we're doing for the achievements. Oh, not that. Close that. So we've got 7 out of 10. I know 2 of them are... 2 of the endings we got for Alistair don't unlock unless you do them in Russian, which I'll do off stream. A good ending, I'm staying with you. You missed a good ending? Oh no, wait, my love should stay secret. Wait, that's the bad ending for Maximilian. Why did I not get that? Did I not do the bad ending for Maximilian? That's right, I tried to do the bad ending, but it ended up giving me the good ending anyway. Did we miss an ending? Oh, that's right. There's 2 good endings for Maximilian. There's make the first move and meet each other halfway are both good endings. Which is what I tried to do. Okay, let's do that quickly then. Let's try and do the bad ending for Maximilian. We didn't do that. That's good. I'm glad that we're not leaving it on the sticking a tongue in a teenager ending. Let's do a bad ending with Maximilian, which hopefully should be appropriate. New game. New game. Let's speedrun this. Move some other time. Skip. Hide. Skip. Allons-y. And I've accidentally adjusted the game. Hang on, let me put that back up there. And then let's try moving you over to there. No, I've still got it wrong. Oh well. It's not a big deal, it's just 2 little borders. Don't say anything. I wouldn't say so. Go home. Don't say anything. I won't go to see Goldstone. Listen in. I have nothing to talk to him about. I'm not going. Don't ask anything. I better say I was here alone. Accept the security. And finally, we picked Maximilian as the person we should have take care of us. Oh, to the cemetery. Huh? Why are we going to the cemetery? That's curious. You sure that's right? Okay. To the cemetery then. It's the wrong place, so we'll be slow to get to the, So the guy gets away. And now we decide to keep silent.
I thought I heard Uncle's voice.
Hello, Mia. He had some urgent matters come up, and he just left. I suddenly remembered about Mia lying to me that time she said that she was alone in that garden that night she first saw the murderer. Back then, Bernard told me that Mia was with that young man from the lower district. This memory put a bad taste in my mouth. Why didn't she want anyone to find out about Robin Richards so much? Is he more than just a friend to her?
How are things in that at the department? Do you and Uncle have a new assignment?
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking. No, I haven't started working on a new case yet. I stopped speaking, not knowing what else to say. Mia was looking at me with her fantastic purple eyes, and didn't say anything either. What an awkward pause. Seems like Mia either wants to say something, or is waiting for me to keep talking. And how are you doing? Does that human friend of yours still come to visit you? Damn, why did I ask that?
Robin? Oh, of course he does. Despite Bernard going out of his way to kick him out every time, Uncle is against Robin coming to see me. But he's my friend, and he really is dear to me, so I wouldn't want to lose his friendship.
Oh, I see. I'm glad you have such good friends. That means you'll never be lonely. Mia looked at me in disappointment. By that time, I already realized I'd said something stupid.
But since everything is fine, then I can be on my way?
What? Yes, of course.
Mia looked me in the face with hope for a few moments, but then she sighed and started walking back toward the stairs that led to the second floor.
I was left alone, but not for long.
Max, you're an idiot!
Thank you, I'm aware.
When I left you two alone here, this wasn't the conversation I had in mind.
I got it, old man. She's still a child, don't you understand? If she really does like me, then it's probably nothing more than childish enamorment.
Hang on. Enamorment?
It's probably nothing more than childish infatuation that will pass quickly. I'm not the best match for her.
Yeah, right. Don't forget to say that you're too old.
Yeah, why is the only guy her uncle approves of the adult and not someone her age? Yeah, like he's really like laying it on thick. he really wanted Maximilian to be the one. That's also true. Did the writers think that it was somehow more acceptable if her uncle approved of it so much? For a 13-year-old to be dating a 17-year-old? Did I say 13? A 30-year-old. Esco let out a heavy sigh. You're such a fool, Max. Even I was more insistent back in my day, when I was trying to get Mia's mother to like me. Wait, how old was Mia's mother then? Now I'm suddenly very worried. Because Esco was the younger of the two brothers as well. That's a bad example, old warlock. You didn't get anywhere with her after all. She still chose your older brother over you.
At least I tried.
Bad ending. My love should stay secret. There we go. Achievement popped. So now, if we check the gallery... Yes, there it is. The final CG. We've got all the endings. Even if we don't have all the achievements for them yet. But I can do that off stream. And yes, that brings our journey with Never Give Up to a close. Thank you for your time.